All right, these right now are going for like $3.50 or so at Target on clearance. So let's build it and find out if it's worthwhile or not.
Ray guns, Legos, bricks and toys.
All right, toy fans. So, I came across this. This was one of those that was like super cheap. They're starting to push this Polybag out. So normally they're like $4.50. This is like $3.40 something, right at like $3.50. So it's $1 off. So that's not a lot, but it's still a big chunk of money. So I'm like, hey, you know what? This has some building parts that might be worthwhile. I think we should put it together, check it out, and see if it was worth the $3.50. Normally for something like this, it is, but oh look, I completely missed the target here, didn't I? But usually something like this, $3.50, 46 pieces, not bad, not bad. They had, of course, also all of the builder kits, like the city and all that stuff. And I gotta be honest, like I absolutely those kits, because I've got like the city. I think I picked up another city, another sports. Those sets are really good. All right, so this is the Lego Friends. It says watch the series online. It's 30722, 5 and up. The bunny garden bunny house, 46 pieces. It shouldn't take very long. We get Melody the bunny, Paisley the girl, and yeah, that's it. 1-to-1 scale of the bunny. There's really nothing else on here. So, boom. Let's take this. Let's open it up. Let's put this thing together, shall we? So this is, there's some interesting stuff in this. So far, just seeing some of what they're doing, I'm willing to, like, build or use this to build some other things. We get Paisley here, right? She's got some pockets on her pants, which is pretty cool. You can kind of see that there. Now, let me turn this one down a little bit. I always forget how bright that can be, but yeah, you got some pockets on the back. The pants are blue. It's hard to see, but the pants are blue. Give her a head here, and then she has this hair that crosses one eye. Okay, not bad. I'm wondering if this would work on a different minifig. Let's see. Let's grab our diver here, okay? Let's say we're going to take the hair here. Hey, looky there. That works. That's actually pretty cool. That'd be a really good way if you had black to create Violet from, of course, The Incredibles. And then that mask works really well with Paisley as well. So I like that these two seem cross-compatible. I'm digging it. I'm digging it, man. All right, so we got Paisley here. There we go. And then her bunny, which is Melody the bunny. And I've got a few of these. I have them with they came with I think it was, the Polybag set of, maybe it was Cinderella? I can't remember. But yeah, had a tree thing. I mean, those, I remember those Polybags were going for like $1, I think. And so I just loaded up on a bunch of them so I could have like a ton of building pieces. So I have like 8 squirrels, 8 bunnies or something, and some of the squirrels I've been putting in trees in the city. So yeah, it works, man. Hey, when they go on clearance like that and they're like, we got to get rid of them, but people aren't really buying it and they're just sitting there, it's like, dude, parts are parts. I could definitely use some of these parts, and I am not at all going to be upset about spending $1 on a Polybag. Not at all. As a matter of fact, usually when that occurs, I'm stocking up. I will grab what I can. And sometimes I'll get them and I'll like hand them out to some kids that need them here and there. But usually I take them, I build a few, and then I just parts out everything else. That way I can build mocks and all sorts of other things that I need. All right. So this is what we got so far. We do have some printed pieces with those seeds there. It's kind of cute. Definitely use that for some other things. All right. Looks like we are using... Where is it in here? Oh, there we go. So we got a snot jumper, and we're going to be putting a tile with peg in there. And then we're putting this sort of stem piece here. And that's how we're creating our little watering thing. I mean, that'd be good for an outdoor faucet on the side of a house. Not bad. Just switch some things around. There we go. Not bad at all. Now, looks like we're going 2 more spaces up with these. 1 and 2. With those 1x1 round barrel bricks. And then we need 2 of these translucent 2x2 rounds. Then we got 1 purple wedge that's going here, and then it looks like this is supposed to sit right in over the top. Not sitting in over the top because it's supposed to look like a water bottle. So this is like a watering can for our bunny, and then we're putting our arch right here. And let's see, going to the next side over. With that, we're building a roof. Now, this is not a entire roof. It looks like it is a faux roof. Faux real. It's not faux real. Not at all. This part is like, wait a second. How much more pieces would have been just to finish that up? I kind of wonder. I mean, it's still one of those, I'd still build it and not have a problem with it. But now it lacks certain areas of structure, which, see, like that. See, that's where you need this backed up to something else. All right. I digress. We're putting a comb on the outside because we're definitely going to have to brush our bunny later. Brush it. And then we've got our fence. So we're putting 1 piece of fence there, 1 piece of fence here. So far, I mean, honestly, this would be one of those, I'd be willing to go back and get another one. Not bad on the draw as far as building. Not bad at all. And don't judge me about getting a friend set, but here's the thing. Like, build-wise pieces in here, there's some pretty decent stuff. We're building 2 of these flowers, by the way. BT dub. And we get some extra pieces that... There's some pretty genuine parts in here for building. Like, that's really good for plants. We got 2 sunflowers. One's going right over here. The other one is going right over here. Okay. And yeah, then we got just a small slew of parts, including an extra printed part of those seeds. So not bad. And then of course you got Paisley sitting there with Melody, her bunny. They're having a chit chat, talk, that sort of thing. You know how it goes, right? So all in all, I will go ahead and say this because let's just review this because this is one of those that this is not anything crazy. So build is fast. Honestly, even at $4.50, the standard price for most polybags are $4.99, depending on where you go. This is not a bad build. I'm not too keen on friend stuff. I tend to use a lot of my friends figurines that I get from sets because I'll get sets on clearance, things that I use to build things. I tend to use my figures from those sets. I scrap them for parts and then I will put them in the backgrounds of things as kind of filler, so they're just like tall people back there. But for all that we're getting here, between the minifig that's got the really cool hair, because I like that, and that hair is actually usable for, you know, our minifig, so that's great. Now I can change up a few other characters and make a few new things here and there. But the build itself is nice, and we get some nice arches, we get some printed pieces. The sunflowers definitely could use, the fence we could definitely use, the clear pieces we could definitely use. There's a lot here, and even as a set on its own, just as a little polybag set, to me as a kid, I'd have loved this. Well, probably not for me as a kid because I was into space and stuff, but something like this, it's imaginative enough that you can do all sorts of things with it. You get extra clips, you get extra things, bits and bobs and pieces. To me, this feels like a worth it sort of set. Honestly, if I come across again and it's less than $350, maybe even at $350, I might get another one because there's some quality building stuff involved in this. So, hey, that's all I gotta say about the Friends Garden Bunny House Lego Friends. I get them every once in a while. I got another set that I got. I don't even know if I put it together. I think I just scrapped it for parts. But some of these Friends sets are pretty quality as far as their build, so definitely worth it. Listen, I don't have a link for this one in the shop. This one is something that I picked up at Target. But if you want to help out the channel, definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications to be alerted if anything comes from me to you. Like this video, helps YouTube know what you like and what I'm making. Comment, would you get this, would you not? Do you have this? Do you have the Friend sets that you think are high quality? Let me know down in the comments, right? If you would scrap this for parts, what would you build with it? Let's keep that ball rolling, keep things engaging. I want to help out the channel financially. I've got links for my affiliate store in there from Lumabricks and also for Amazon. Be sure to get something out of the shop. I get a small commission. Those things do add up over time. So maybe in like 3 years from now I can get a set, right? Or maybe a new mic to fix the mic situation here. But anyways, every little bit helps. I just want to say thank you for that. And thank you for coming and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Listen, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build, and happy brick hunting.